Hello and welcome back to the channel, and today I will be finishing the wildcard round for the season sim, and in this one it's the number 5 Saints at the number 4 Bears. So let's just hop right into it. So it looks like with the addition of DJ Moore and a better defense, Justin Fields is able to lead the Bears to playoffs. And not only lead them to the playoffs, but win the division. So Bears fans are really excited for that. Do I think it'll happen? Probably not. I think the Lions have it. But you could always just check. As we're going to jump forward now. And the Saints are going to kick it off to the Bears. And they're going to start with the ball. And he's going to knee it in the end zone. He's going to bring it out to the 25. So out comes Justin Fields in his second year? I think it's third year. And he has 2,500 yards, 16 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, but he probably... So it's not good passing stats, but his rushing stats are probably good. So Fields under center. He's going to drop back. He's going to open this game off the pass, and he's going to find his receiver to the left, who gains about 8 yards. So that's Lewis. But is that Mercedes Lewis? How long has he been playing? I could have sworn he retired a while ago. Good lord. Alright, Fields going to hand it off to the running back, who's going to break it to the right side, get the first down. That's Herbert on the carry, so it's a gain of 4, makes a first down at 37. Fields under center, he's going to hand it off again to Herbert, who's going to get about 3 yards on that carry. So now it's 2nd and 7 at the 40. And it's going to be a play action. Well, actually read option. And he's going to gain about 5 yards on that. Makes it 3rd and 2. So it's 3rd and 2 at the 45. They're kind of in no man's land if they don't get this. And it's going to be a read option again. And Fields going to keep it. And he's going to gain the first down and a lot more. Gets past the opposing 45 to the 43. So it's about a gain of 12. And that was a nice run by Justin Fields. Makes it 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. So Saints defense having a little trouble stopping the run. And he's going to do a jet sweep to DJ Moore, who has wide open space to the right, but he can't get past the safety. And it's going to be a first down, though. So it's 1st and 10 at 29. That was a 15-yard gain. So Fields and shotgun. He's going to drop back. He's looking for his man. He's going to throw it deep down the left side, and it is out of bounds. Just off the mark. His receiver blanketed by Tyrann Mathieu, it looked like. So Fields going to fake the handoff. He's looking for a man. He's going to roll right, and he's going to get sacked. Cameron Jordan on the sack. And that's about a 7-yard loss. So now it's 3rd and 17 at 36, and this is big passing down. As Fields drops back, he's looking for a man. He's going to roll left now. And he's just going to run to the sideline and just throw it to the sideline. That was a weird play by Fields there, but I guess he didn't see anyone open. So instead of trying to get something on the ground, he just decided to throw it away. So it's about a 53-yard attempt out here. And it is good. So the Bears are up 3-0 after their first drive. And the Bears kicking it off to New Orleans. We're going to start their first drive. After this return, he gets past the 20, down to about the 24-yard line. And there's a Saints player, looks to be Shaheed, injured on the play. So out comes Derek Carr on the new and improved New Orleans Saints. And first play is going to be a handoff to Kamara, who's going to find a big seam and gets the first down. Gains 19 yards on his first run. So now it's 1st and 10 at the 43. So both teams are having success in the run game. I know that was just first play, but it was about 20 yards. So Carr under center. He's going to hand it off again to Kamara, who's going to get another good gain, about 4. Looked like he had a lot of room after that juke, but Sanborn just tracked him down. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47. Carr's going to drop back. He's going to find his man open to the left, and it seems to be his tight end. Gets about 16 yards on that, so now it's 1st and 10 at 36. That was Johnson. I don't know if that's the tight end or not. There's a replay. He just had all the space. Picked up the first down, and they are now in plus territory. So 1st 10 at 36. Carr's in the backfield. Kamara looks pretty tired. This Carr's going to look. He's going to find a man deep down the right side, and he has it. That's number 12, and that's a touchdown, New Orleans Saints. Oh, that was Chris Olave. I did not know that he was number 12. See, as a Panthers fan, I know of some Saints players, but I don't like the Saints. But he was just open. He had separation on that corner route, and he just took it to the end zone. So the Saints get the first touchdown of the game, and both teams have scored on their first drive. I think that's the first time in this series that we've seen both teams score on the first drive. So it took 4 plays to get the touchdown. And Saints are going to kick it off to the Bears, and they're going to take it out of the end zone down to about the 16-yard line. So here comes Justin Fields and the Bears offense, seeing if they can redo what they did on the ground, because passing attack didn't really work all that well. Got sacked and then had to throw 2 balls away. And he's going to fake the handoff, and he's going to throw it over the middle, and the receiver just stood there after he caught it. I don't think he was expecting to catch it. That was Darnell Mooney. So it was a 7-yard gain, makes it 2nd and 3 at the 23. And he's going to hand it off to his running back, Herbert, who's going to get about, let's see, he got about 4 or 5, maybe 6 yards on that. Makes it 1st and 10 at the 30. He's going to fake the handoff to Herbert. He's going to find a man open on the right side. That's DJ Moore. So this might turn out to be a really good game. Both these offenses are looking pretty good. So 1st and 10 at the 46. Fields in shotgun. He's going to fake the handoff, and he's going to keep it, and he almost had all that space, but the D-end, or that's Matthew, got him for a 5-yard gain. So Fields going to drop back. He's going to throw it, has his man open, and he's going to hold on to that. Usually the receivers drop it. Is that Lewis again? That's Mercedes Lewis. So it's 1st and 10 at the Saints 33. Fields changing the play at the line. He's going to drop back. He's going to do a quick pass to Mooney, who gets tackled almost immediately, but he gains 6 yards. So it's 2nd and 4 at 27. He's going to hand it off to Herbert, who gets the first down. About a 5-yard gain, makes it 1st and 10 at the 21. So the Bears are putting together a good drive. Looks like we got Jumbo left. And that's the way they're going to hand it off. That gets destroyed in the backfield. Herbert loses 2 yards on that, and Davis is credited with the tackle for loss. So it makes it 2nd and 12 at the 23. So Fields alone in the backfield. He's going to flip the play. He's going to drop back. He's looking for a man. He's going to throw it to the right, and just off the mark. His man had the separation, enough to catch the ball, but Fields threw it a little ahead of him. So now Fields in shotgun, passing down right here. He's going to drop back, and he's going to roll left, and he's going to get sacked by Cameron Jordan. So he loses 5 yards on that sack, and it's going to be 4th and 17. So they're going to have to bring field goal unit out to make makes it about a 44-yard field goal. And it is good. So the Bears are now trailing by 1 point as the score is 7-6. So they've scored twice on their 2 drives. And the Saints are going to knee it in the end zone and bring it out to the 25. So they had a really good drive last time, going 75 yards, get a touchdown. And he's going to do a quick pass to the left again. And that's Smith. Gets the first down, and they're already on plus side of the field. So it looks like the passing attack for the Saints is really working against this Bears defense. As Carr's under center. It's going to be a handoff to Kamara, who has space, and he's going to get about 7 yards on that rush. But Kamara has 3 rushes for 30 yards, so he's averaging 10 yards a carry. Makes it 2nd and 3 at the 40. And he's going to hand it off to Kamara again, who has some space but gets the first down. Gain of about 6. So now they're down at 34, 1st and 10. Carr is going to hand it off to Kamara for a 3rd time, and he breaks a tackle. And he's pushing forward and gets about 6 yards on that. So what could have been down at the line of scrimmage ends up being a 6-yard gain. As Kamara's looking tired, so they might try to pass it on this to get him some rest. And as a matter of fact, they're going to let the quarter end. So at the end of the first quarter, the Saints are up 7-6 against the Bears. Bears have had 2 drives. Saints are on their 2nd drive. The Bears have scored on both, and the Saints are looking to score on the 2nd one. So start of 2nd quarter, it's 2nd and 4 at the 28. Carr's going to drop back, finds his receiver open. And he's 4 for 4 for 85 yards and a touchdown. It was Johnson on the reception. It's 1st and 10 at 23. Carr's going to drop back. He's going to throw it. And he has his receiver who catches it. And that's Thomas. Michael Thomas got it, so he's not injured. Would you look at that? So that makes it 5 straight completions for Derek Carr. That puts him over 100 yards passing, too. And they've had a pretty balanced offensive attack. 5 rush, 5 passes. As he hands it off to Kamara, who gets... Oh! That looked like it was going to be down behind the line of scrimmage, but he just broke it for a 3-yard gain. So now it's 2nd and goal at the 2. Bears are crowding line of scrimmage. Wonder if they're going to throw it or do a run. And they're going to pass it, and he's going to do a quick pass, and his receiver's wide open, no one around him, and he gets a touchdown. He was able to just stand up and walk into the end zone. Juwan Johnson on that 2-yard touchdown. Like, look, he caught it. No one near him, just took 1 step in the end zone. So Saints are now 2 for 2 on their drives, both being touchdowns. As they're going to come out for the PAT to make it an 8-point game. And they do. So now the Saints are up 14-6 on that 8-play, 75-yard drive. So both offenses are looking good, except the Bears can't finish their drive in touchdowns. as they're going to return the ball out of the end zone. He's going to get to about the 20, down at the 20. So, -5 on the, I guess, net, whatever you would call it. Usually touchbacks at 25. The Fields in backfield. He's going to fake the handoff. It's another read option. And he breaks the first tackle. He breaks the second tackle, and he might be gone. And I lied. Number 56 chased him down. He had a good angle. And they are now on the Saints side of the field after he broke 2 tackles. So he gained about, I don't know, I got to do some quick math. See, that's 10 yards right there, 20, 30, 40. So he gained about 41 yards on that carry. So that was a good play call by the Bears. Fields under center. He's going to drop back. Nope, I lied. He's going to hand it off to Herbert, who gets tackled immediately by... Oh, who is that? Davis. There we go. I was trying to remember his first name, but I couldn't remember it. And speaking of Davis, his X Factor is activated. As Fields going to drop back. He's going to throw it right, and he has his man open. And that'll be in about 8-yard gain. So it's 3rd and 2 at the 31. That was Chase Claypool on the reception. Fields going to hand it off to Herbert, who's going to get stuffed. So that big run by Fields leads to 4th and 1. We gained 1 yard on that rush. And they might just kick a field goal again. And no, they're keeping the offense on the field. So good call by the ref, yes. Good call by the coach, in my opinion, and they do get the first down. Gains about 2 yards on that. Mercedes Lewis on the reception. Makes it 1st and 10 at 28. And he's going to hand it off to Herbert again, who's going to gain about 6 yards on the carry. He's averaging 6 yards. No, I lied. He's averaging 3 yards a carry. Fields can drop back, throw it, and he had his running back open. Gains about 14 yards, and now it's 1st and goal at the 8. So the Bears are finally in the red zone, open to get a touchdown instead of another field goal. And they've got almost all the linemen out, so he's going to hand it off to Herbert, who's going to get tackled for a 1-yard gain. Makes it 2nd and goal at the 7. Second and goal. They got the jumbo formation out there. He's going to hand it off to Herbert, and he's going to get about 3 yards on that carry. Makes it 3rd and goal at the 4. And you would think if they don't get the touchdown here that they would go for it on 4th down. I would. As Fields drops back, he's going to scramble right, and he has space, and he's going to dive in for a touchdown. That's a 4-yard touchdown run by Justin Fields, as he gently puts the ball on the ground. So there he goes. He's going to scramble right. He had someone in his face. He tried to dive, and he didn't try to dive. He did dive and got the first down / touchdown. And instead of going for 2 to tie it up, they're just going to kick a field goal. And they, get it. So now it's 14-13. Questionable call by the Bears coaching staff to not go for 2 to at least try to tie it up. But I guess it is so early in the game that they didn't have to. As the Saints return it to the 23-yard line, so -2. And Derek Carr on the last drive was 4 for 4, 54 yards, and a touchdown. So he's been perfect on the game so far. Let's see how long he can keep being perfect. As Carr is going to roll right, and he's going to throw it to the grass. He had no one open, and he had people in his face, so he had to throw it away. I may have jinxed it. And it's going to be a play action to Kamara, and he's going to throw it. He has a receiver open. That's Thomas, who gets the first down. So now it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Carr under center. He's going to drop back. He's going to throw it. And he has his receiver wide open. That's Thomas again. There was no one around him. And he gains a lot of yards. He gains about 27 yards on that play. And it makes it 1st and 10 at 39. Seriously, no one was around him. It was just a broken coverage. He was wide open. And had he have broken that safety's tackle, that would have been 6. So the Saints are looking to go 3 for 3 on their drives. As Carr is in the shotgun. He's going to drop back. He's going to be a screen pass, and it's off the mark. Kamara got stuck on his lineman, and he wasn't able to get to the ball. So 2nd and 10 now. Carr is going to drop back. He's looking for a man. He's going to throw it, and it's knocked down by number 53. Edwards with the pass breakup makes it 3rd and 10. Carr is looking for a man. He's going to get sacked. Pressure from Green as he gets in there and gets a sack. And that might even push him out of field goal range. So it's 4th and 18 at the 47. Rasheem Green with the sack. So if they try to go for a field goal, it would be about a 64-yard field goal. I'm pretty sure the NFL record's like 67, so I don't think he can hit that as they are bringing out the punting unit. So yeah, no, field goal kicker cannot hit that. So he punts it and it goes out of bounds at 27, and the Bears defense holds strong, and it gives the Bears a chance to take the lead. So Fields in shotgun. He's got about 5 minutes left in the first half. So Fields going to drop back. He's looking for a man. He's going to throw it right, and it's caught. So for 8-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 2 at the 36. And this is probably going to be a 5-minute drill instead of a 2-minute drill. And it's going to be a read option, and he just runs back into the people, but he gains 1 yard. He had space to the outside, but Fields kept it and ran into the 3 interior linemen. This Fields is a quick throw to Moore over the middle, and he gets first down. So now it's 1st and 10 at the 45, and Justin Fields is over 100 yards passing on the game. So in my opinion, it looked like he had Claypool deep down the seam. As Fields going to fake the handoff, and he's going to try to take it himself, and he does not go anywhere. So it makes it 2nd and 10 at the 45. Demario Davis on the tackle. Fields going to drop back to pass. He's going to step up, and he's going to just run it. And he has space, and he's going to get down at about the 41. So just like that, Justin Fields is almost over 100 yards running. So it looks like the Bears are focusing more on a ground attack, although that was a pass play. Scrambled for the first down. And as he's going to hand it off to Herbert, who gains about 8 yards on that carry, down at 33. And that's a 2-minute warning. Saints up 14-13 against the Bears, but the Bears are driving. It's coming out of the 2-minute warning. It's 2nd and 2 at the 33. And Fields is going to drop back. He's going to throw it to Herbert, who's going to get about 5 yards. Makes it 1st and 10 at the 27. Fields going to drop back. It's going to be a screen play, and he throws it to nobody. There was no one there, and I don't think anyone was near the ball, but they're not going to count it as a intentional grounding. As Fields going to look right, and he has his receiver open. That's going to be a first down. Darnell Mooney on the reception. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 14 now. And the clock is stopped after that because he was able to get out of bounds. And Fields going to drop back. He's going to throw it to his running back, and it just gets knocked away. The DB stepped up and, slapped it away before he was able to get his hands on it. So now Fields going to flip the play. Fields going to drop back. He's looking for a man. He's going to throw it to DJ Moore, and it looked like he had space, but Marshawn Lattimore came up out of nowhere. But he did get the first down. So now it's 1st and goal at the 3. And the Bears are in really good opportunity to take either a 2-point lead before half or possibly a 6-point lead. As he tries to throw a slant and it's broken up, makes it 2nd and goal at the 3. Fields going to drop back, and he has his man open. That's Mooney for a touchdown. And just like that, Darnell Mooney catches his first touchdown of the game. And the 2nd touchdown of the Bears. And they're going to kick a PAT to make it a 6-point game. That was a 4-yard touchdown pass, by the way. So the Bears are now up 20-14 with 41 seconds left on the clock. The Saints have a chance to drive down the field and tie it up or take the lead. Going to catch in the middle of the end zone. He's going to take a knee. Alvin Kamara has 6 rushes, 44 yards. And this is most likely going to be a passing drive as Derek Carr is going to fake the handoff to Kamara. And he's going to throw it deep down the middle. And he has his man open. And just like that, they're immediately on the Bears side of the field. They called a timeout real quick after that, so I did not see the number. And he's going to throw a quick pass, and that's going to be incomplete. The receiver cannot hold on to the ball. He was probably afraid of the incoming linebacker. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 36. Carr's going to drop back. He's looking for a man. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be caught. I couldn't see the number again. I believe that was Michael Thomas, and it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 16. Carr's going to drop back. He's looking for a man. He's going to throw it to Kamara, but that gets knocked out of his hands as he's getting tackled. And Carr is actually over 200 yards passing. So 2nd and 10, 23 left on the clock. Carr's going to drop back. He's going to find a man open to the left. He was not able to get out of bounds, so they're going to have to do a hurry-up offense, which is what they do. So 3rd and 3 at the 10, time wasting, and he's going to throw it to the end zone, and it is incomplete. So they try one more play to the end zone. It's 4th and 3 at the 10. I would take the points. And that's what they're going to do. They bring the field goal unit out for this 27-yard field goal. And it is good. So they got down the field pretty quick. They just couldn't finish the drive. They ran out of time. As the score is now 20-17, and the Bears are most likely going to go into half with a 3-point lead, which is what they'll do. And that is the end of the first half. The Bears up 20-17 against the number 5 seed Saints. So here we go. Bears have 120 rushing yards, but Saints have 202 passing. So it's really a tale of two offenses as we look at the wildcard round. And it's number 2 Cowboys going to be taking on whoever wins this game. Oh, yeah. And the number 6 Giants taking on the number 1 seed 49ers. So, good games scheduled for the divisional round as we look at the highlights. First half is Justin Fields' scramble for touchdown. Derek Carr throws it deep to Olave, who gets a touchdown. That corner route was crisp, though. Crisp. I will not lie. And the Saints will start with the ball in the second half as the Bears kick it off to them, and they are going to return it about the 1. And he's going to get to about the 20-yard line. So 19-yard return as Derek Carr comes out. And his offense has been doing really well in the passing game. Took about 3 plays to get down to where they did last drive. And they're going to start this drive with the handoff to Kamara, who has space, and he's going to get tackled past the first down, gain of about 13. So now it's 1st and 10 at the 33. Carr under center. Like he changed play at the line. He's going to drop back. He's looking for a man. He's going to throw it right, and that's number 10, Smith. Gain of about 8 on that. So it's 2nd and 2 at the 41. Man in motion. Carr is going to drop back. He's going to throw a quick pass. It's going to be a screen. And Kamara has space, and he gets the first down. So he gets it to about the 50-yard line. So that's about a 9-yard gain. Makes it 1st and 10 at the 50. So the Bears defense cannot stop this New Orleans passing attack. He's going to throw a quick pass to Michael Thomas for a 4-yard gain. Makes it 2nd and 6 at the 46. Carr's going to drop back. He's going to throw it right. And he has his receiver. No, it's incomplete. The defender hit him and the ball fell out. So now it's 3rd and 6. And they are in, not really punting territory, but I'm pretty sure they're out of field goal. And he's going to throw a quick pass to Smith again, who drops it. So that's 4th and 6 now. Do they keep the offense? No, they will not. They're going to punt it away to the Bears. That's what they do, and it'll go out at about the 18-yard line. So far, Darnell Mooney's been targeted 6 times for 4 receptions, 30 yards, and a touchdown. As Fields going to hand it off to Herbert, who had some space up the middle, gains about 6 yards. So it's down at 24. Fields in shotgun. He's going to drop back. He's looking for a man. He's going to throw it over the middle, and that is caught by Lewis. Mercedes Lewis gets the first down on that 5-yard reception. So now it's 1st and 10 at the 29. Fields going to flip the play. He's going to hand it off to Herbert again, who has some space up the middle and gets tackled by Demario Davis for a 4-yard gain. So the Bears' running attack is really working. The O-line's creating holes up the middle. As it's 2nd and 6 at 33. And Fields going to keep the ball this time, and he's not going to break that tackle, and he's going to lose a yard. So it's 3rd and 7 now. Tyrann Mathieu with the tackle. And Fields going to drop back. He's looking for a man. He's going to throw it deep down the right side. And he has a man wide open. That's Mooney. No one around him, and that's a touchdown, Bears. That was broken coverage, and Mooney took advantage of it. He was wide open, and that was a beautiful pass and beautiful read by Justin Fields. Look at that. No one around him. He had about 10 yards of separation. Caught that one-handed. It was wild. So I forgot where they were on the field when he threw that, but I'm going to say it's about a 50-yard touchdown pass. And they get the PAT. Makes it 27-17 now as they kick it away to the Saints. So the Saints not going for it on that 4th down. Might have, made it more, definitely did make it more difficult for them. And Kamara on the game has 7 rushes, 57 yards, and averaging 8.1 yards per carry. So that's pretty good for a running back for sure. Anything over 4 yards per carry is really good. As he's going to fake the handoff to Kamara, and he's going to throw it down the middle, and it's broken up by number 33. I could not see the name. So the Saints have passed 23 times this game and only rushed 7. Make that 8 as he hands it off to Kamara, who gains about 5 yards. So it's 3rd and 4 at the 34. And Carr is going to change the play. He's going to drop back. He's looking for a man. He's going to throw it to the left, and he has his man open. Breaks first tackle, but goes down right there. That's Michael Thomas. So it's 1st and 10 at the 49. It was a gain of 15. Thank you, in-game announcer. Or stadium announcer, really. So Carr in shotgun. He's going to drop back. He's going to do a quick pass to the right. That'd be to Olave for 5-yard gain. Makes it 2nd and 5 at the 46. And it looks like there was communication error between Carr and the Saints sideline. As Carr is going to look for a man. He's going to throw it left. He has him open. That's Thomas again. Makes it 1st and 10 at 35. So the Saints are moving here. Any sort of points will help them. As he's going to hand it off to Kamara, who has gap wide open down the middle. Gains about 6 yards on it, though. So 2nd and 4 at 29. Carr is going to drop back a little. He's going to throw it deep down the left side and just off the mark. The receiver had his man beat by a little bit, but Carr just overthrew it a little too much. And so it's 3rd and 4. He's going to drop back. He's going to throw it to the 1st down marker, and he's going to catch it for the 1st down. Smith on the reception. So it's 1st and 10 at 25 now. Did you just swing at that Bears defense? Did I see that correctly? That was weird. And Carr's going to hand it off to Kamara, who's going to gain about 5 yards on the carry. So he has 10 rushes for 73 yards. Carr under center now. Man in motion. He's going to hand it off to the man in motion, actually. And he's going to get 4 yards on that. So it's 3rd and 1 at the 15. Smith on the rush. And it's going to be a handoff to Kamara, who gets the 1st down and about 2 yards more. So now it's 1st and 10 at the 13. They are in the red zone, and they are looking to put touchdown on the board. And Kamara is looking tired. As Carr is going to drop back. He's looking for a man. He's going to throw it right, and it's caught for a touchdown. Mercedes Lewis. On that 13-yard... Oh, I'm sorry. Juwan Johnson. That's my bad. Misread the number. But Juwan Johnson, the tight end, caught it for a touchdown. That'd be about 16-yard touchdown reception. Why did I say Mercedes Lewis? He's on the Bears. I guess I got the numbers mixed up, thinking it was the Bears. It's wild. It's the first time I've done that. I know it will not be the last time either. So that was a 12-play, 72-yard drive that took up almost 6 minutes. And that's exactly what the Saints needed to get them back in this game. And it makes them down only by 3. So they kick it off to the Bears, and the Saints defense is looking to, shut the Bears down on this next drive, and honestly for the rest of this game. Try to find a way to stop Justin Fields and Herbert from running it. I would say try to force them to beat him through the air, but they did that last drive. So Fields audibles. He's going to hand it off to Herbert, who has some space, but Demario Davis tackles him for a 2-yard gain. So it's 2nd and 8 at 23. Fields in shotgun. Herbert to his right. Fields going to drop back. He's going to throw a quick pass to Moore, who drops it. I don't think he was ready for that ball. So it's 3rd and 8. Fields going to drop back. He's looking for a man. He's going to throw it left, and he has his man open. That's Mooney, who gains a lot of yards. I really need to start paying attention to the yardage. It has to be about a 40-yard gain. So now it's going to be 1st and 10 at the Saints 44. And Fields has really hurt the Saints defense over through the air and with his legs. And here he goes again, running it. He has all the space in the world. He jukes the first man, and he doesn't get tackled there. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 1-yard line. Fields is now over 100 yards rushing on the game, and probably over 200 yards passing. So that was about a 43-yard rush by Fields, which makes it 1st and goal. And they are in perfect opportunity to score, and they're going to do a quick toss to Herbert, who gets tackled for a 5-yard loss. Makes it 2nd and goal at the 6. That was Cameron Jordan on the tackle. So they have a 43-yard gain and a 5-yard loss. And they are pretty balanced on the game. 25 rushes, well 26 now, 26 rushes and 25 passes. And they are putting up some significant numbers. As it's now 3rd and goal at the 6, and they are in trouble. As he's going to throw it to the back of the end zone, it's incomplete. So what looked like could have been a touchdown drive turns into a possible field goal drive. And it's a 23-yard attempt. And the kick is up, and it's good. So the Bears are now taking the 6-point lead, making it 30-24. I would say it's kind of a wasted drive because they got all the way down to the 1 after that momentum shift, and they weren't able to punch it in the end zone. As the Saints going to return it from about the edge of the end zone, gets down to about the 16. Carr hands it to Kamara, who gets about 4 yards on the carry, and that is the end of the 3rd quarter. Ladies and gentlemen, we have ourselves a game. It is 30-24. Saints are leading in the passing yards, and the Bears are dominating in the running game. And the Saints have the ball. It's 2nd and 6 at the 19. And the season is on the line right here in this quarter. Not this drive, just in this quarter. Kamara rushes for about a 2-yard gain. And the Chicago Bears are ranked 7th in takeaways this season, but today they have 0. It's been a clean game for both sides of the ball. No penalties, no turnovers, at least so far. As Carr is going to throw it over the middle, and he had his man wide open. That's Olave. And Carr is now over 300 yards. So he's 20 of 30, 300 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And Olave is now over 100 receiving yards. As someone said, it was a waste of time. I don't know. In the infield, people sound weird. So Carr and shotgun. He's going to fake the handoff to Kamara, and he's looking for a man. He's going to throw it to his right, and it's incomplete. The intended target was, I don't know. I missed the number. And Carr is going to change the formation and play. It's going to be a fake handoff to Kamara. He's going to drop back. He's going to throw it left, and it's knocked away. Gordon was in prime opportunity to get that pick, but he just knocked it away. So now it's 3rd and 10 at the 42. And this definite passing situation as Carr drops back. He's going to look for a man. He's going to drop back some more, and he's going to lob it out of bounds. So now they're going to have to punt, or maybe if they're going to be willing to risk it, they'll go for it. And they will not. They'll just punt it away. Probably the safest bet, to be honest. So he punts it, and it's going to be caught at about the 11. return to the 19. So 8-yard return as Justin Fields and the Bears are coming out. And honestly, Justin Fields has been dominating this game. This has been his game. He's been running minus a couple plays where he got tackled behind the line of scrimmage. And speaking of running, he's going to hold on to the ball again. And he has space. And Justin Fields is gone. No one's going to catch him. That is going to be a 71-yard touchdown run. Excuse me, 81-yard touchdown run. So Justin Fields has literally put the team on his back this game. He has just made all the right reads on these read options. And boy, Saints defense has no answer for him running. And that's going to make... Oh, and they're going to go for 2. So the offense stays out. They're going to try to make this a 14-point game. Fields going to change the play. He's going to drop back. He's going to throw a quick pass, and it's caught by DJ Moore, and the 2-point conversion is good. So score is now 38-24. And I would not be shocked if Justin Fields is like the MVP of the wild card. It was one play, 81 yards. It took 11 seconds off the clock. So as a Panthers fan, this is what I like to see. I don't want to see the Saints continue, but I don't know. That's just what I like to see. As they're going to return it from about the 1, who's going to get past 25, and he's just zigzagging. He's going to get past 30, down to 33. So good starting field position as we look at Chris Olave on the game. 4 receptions, 101 yards, and 1 touchdown. As Carr is going to drop back. He's looking for a man. He's going to throw it over the middle. He has Olave who drops it, actually. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 now. Pass broken up by Edwards. Carr drops back again. He's looking for a man. He's going to throw it to the right, and he has his man open. That's Smith who gets the first down. Gain of 11. 1st and 10 now at the 44. So I wonder if the Saints are going to be calling more passing plays just to get them, back into this game. And then once they do, they'll just run the ball. As Carr just throws it out of bounds. I know what I said probably sounds dumb, but I'm talking about like trying to score quick so that way they have more time in case they stop the Bears offense. Carr's going to drop back. He's going to find Smith over the middle, who gets the first down for a 12-yard gain. So 1st and 10 at the 44. They are in Bears territory now. And Carr's going to change plays, dropping back. He finds his man open. That's Olave, who gets 5 yards on the reception. So now it's 2nd and 5 at 39. Carr's going to throw it. He had Michael Thomas open, but he just drops it. I wonder if the defender got a hand in there or if that was all just on Michael Thomas. So 3rd and 5 now. They got to convert this. I would assume that they're going to keep the offense out if they don't. And he's going to throw a pass to Kamara, who just drops it. The defender was still kind of a bit away when he dropped it, so that's weird. And no, they're bringing the field goal unit out, so it's going to be a 46-yard attempt? No, 56-yard attempt. Either way, it's good. So score is now 38-27, and the Bears are holding an 11-point lead with under 10 minutes, with a little over 10 minutes left in the game. And the Bears are going to return it out of the front of the end zone. It's going to get down to about the 16-yard line. So, I don't know if he had enough space to knee it, but if he did, it was a bad choice to return it. Or maybe good. Maybe it means just Fields going to get more rushing yards. And he's going to drop back. He's going to roll left, and he's going to get sacked for a 10-yard loss. Foskey on the sack, and it's now 2nd and 20 at the 6. So now it's 2nd and 20 at the 6. I would assume they'd run it to try to get out of the end zone, and they do. But it goes nowhere, it gains no yards. So now it's 3rd and 20. And I could also see them doing another run play, but they won't. Fields is alone in the backfield. So they're going to pass their way out of this. He's going to drop back. He's in the end zone. He's going to throw it out to number 84. And he gains 5 yards. That's Mercedes Lewis. There we go. So 4th and 15 at the 11. It's definitely going to be punt situation. There's no way it's not. And here we go. Punter out. And fair caught at the 41. So that gives the Saints an opportunity. They're only down by 11, so they need touchdown and 2-point conversion and a field goal. As Carr's going to drop back, he's going to throw it to the right. He has the man open. It's number 83 for a 5-yard gain. This Carr's alone in the backfield. He's looking for a man. He's going to throw it right. Wide open is Kamara, who holds on to it this time and gets the first down. So it's 1st and 10 to 46. Carr's going to drop back. He's going to keep rolling. He's going to throw it to Kamara again, but there's a flag on the field. Could be roughing the passer.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And that's what it is. It's roughing the passer on Trevis Gibson. So it makes it 1st and 10 at the 28 now. And that really helps this Saints drive. And it's going to be a handoff to Kamara, who had some space but got closed real quick. Makes it 2nd and 6 at 24. This Carr's under center. Man in motion, that's Smith. He's going to hand it off to Kamara after the fake handoff to Smith. And Kamara is 10 yards away from 100 yards rushing. So it's 3rd and 2 at the 19. He's going to hand it off to Kamara, who's going to be 1 yard short, 4th and inches. So you have a big decision if you're a Saints coach. Whoever the Saints coach is, like Dennis Allen or something weird. Do you go for it and take a chance, or you just kick the field goal and make it an 8-point game? I guess we'll see. And they're just going to kick a field goal and make it an 8-point game. So this one's going to be about a 30. Okay, never mind. I'm not doing that math. And there is an injury on the field for the Saints, Andrus Peat. But the field goal is good, and the Bears are up 38-30. And the Saints have made it an 8-point game. So the Bears' strategy for the rest of the game is just run the clock. Do a run play, waste it to as much time as they can waste, and run the next play. Fields under center. He's going to drop back and doing the opposite of what I said, but he has his receiver open, but he was off the mark. He had DJ Moore on that corner route, but he just overthrew him. So Fields is in shotgun, dropping back. He's going to roll right, and he's going to get sacked for a 3-yard loss. Roach on the sack. That makes it 3rd and 13, and that is the 4th sack from this New Orleans Saints front 4. So 3rd and 13. At the 17, Fields alone in the backfield. Fields going to drop back. He's looking for a man. He's going to roll right, and he's going to get sacked again. No, he just gets tackled as he throws. And what could have been a good drive to waste clock ends up wasting no clock. The only time that they wasted was after that sack. And the Bears are going to have to punt it away and giving the Saints a chance to tie it up. And he's going to fair catch it at 37. And Derek Carr comes out, hoping to lead a game-tying drive with 4:24 left in the game. And he's going to hand it off to Kamara, who has space down the middle, and he's going to keep going. He's going to get the first down in Bears territory. And that rush gives him over 100 yards. So now it's 1st and 10 at the 48 of the Bears. And in that formation, it looks like they might go back to it. And they will. It's a stretch play, and Kamara is going to get nothing. He's going to gain 1 yard on that play. So not as much success as the last play, but, you know, I guess any gain of yards is good. As Carr is going to drop back. He's going to throw it to Kamara, who's going to be about 4 yards short of the first down. But he did get out of bounds, which made the clock stop. So it's 3rd and 4 at the 41. Most likely passing down, and they will. Carr drops back. He's looking for a man. He's going to throw it deep down the left side, and it is broken up by number 4. I don't know. That's Jackson. So now it's 4th and 4. And the Saints have to convert here if they want their playoff hopes to stay alive. Or their Super Bowl hopes, I guess, because it is the playoffs. So he's going to do a throw to the left, and it's broken up by Jackson again. And the Bears have the ball up 8 at the 41 with 3 minutes left on the clock. Maybe this time they'll just run instead of doing 3 passes. So Fields is under center. He's got Herbert behind him. And nope, he's going to pass it. So he's looking for a man. He's going to step up. He's going to scramble. He's going to get the first down, and 3 people. That's how much it took to tackle him. And Justin Fields is over 200 yards rushing on the game. That is insane for a quarterback. He's got over 200 yards passing, 200 yards rushing. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a record of some sort. Now it's 1st and 10 at the 48. And they're wasting the clock down to 2, or the play clock down to 2. And that's going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. So the Saints rushing defense is ranked 9th, but they've let up 285 yards this game. Although there's not much you can do if, you know, quarterback breaks free. You can't hit him. At least can't hit him as hard as, say, a running back. So they just have all the big boys on the line, and you know they're going to run it. As Herbert gains about 2 yards, makes it 3rd and 3 at the 41. So if they get the first down, and Cameron Jordan gets a sack, so it makes it 4th and 6, and it's going to give the Saints a chance as the Bears punt it away. So this is exactly what the Saints need, and the ball is going to bounce at the 1 and go into the end zone. So Alvin Kamara in today's game has 107 rush yards, 117 reception yards, and 124 total yards. As Derek Carr on the offense comes out in the 2-minute drill, they have to go 80 yards for a touchdown and get the 2-point conversion just to tie it up. So he's going to throw the underneath route to Kamara, who gets thrown into the ground. Good Lord. Makes it 2nd and 4 at the 26. They're going no huddle offense. He's looking for a man. He's going to throw it deep down the left side. Does he have a man open? And yes, he does. That's Michael Thomas. He had his man beat, and that's Chris Olave. He had his man beat, and he comes down with it. And Carr is now over 400 yards passing, but none of that'll matter unless he gets this win. And it's 1st and goal at the 9. So they're driving down the field, and they're taking as much time as they can. And he's going to throw it to the back of the end zone, and it's incomplete. He had his man open, but he just overthrew it. So now it's 2nd and goal at the 9 with 36 seconds left on the clock. Nobody in the middle of the field. That leaves it wide open. And Carr's just going to throw it out to Smith, who's not going to be able to get out of bounds. And he gains 3 yards. So now it's 3rd and goal at the 6. 20 seconds left on the clock. Carr's dropping back. He's looking for a man. He's going to throw it out of bounds. He had Kamara open, but he just overthrew him. And now the game comes down to this. One play. It's 4th and goal at the 6. 15 seconds left. Carr's going to drop back. He's looking for a man. He's going to throw it, and it's picked off by the defense. And that is game. Chicago sends the Saints home. And the Bears will continue on in this playoffs, and they are well deserved. So his target was Smith. Number 33 was just there. Right place, right time. And that's the first turnover of the game. And out comes the Bears in victory formation to officially end it. And the Saints call their last timeout. So they just got to knee down one more time. And that's it. And that'll do it. The Bears finish off this wild card round with a 38-30 victory over the Saints. At the beginning of the game, it looked like the Saints were probably going to win it. This is the way they were playing. They were scoring on almost every drive until the Bears defense stepped up and the offense stepped up. So that was a really good game to finish this wild card out. So obviously, we got to check the stats. Start with the Bears. So Justin Fields went 19 of 29 for 254 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and a long of 68 with a passer rating of 116.1. Now here's the fun part. Rushing, Khalil Herbert had more rushing attempts, but Justin Fields had 211 rushing yards, averaging 14 yards a carry. He had 2 touchdowns, and his long was 81. So receiving, Darnell Mooney had 6 receptions, 131 yards, averaging 21.8 yards a reception for 2 touchdowns. So Darnell Mooney really, stood out this game. And the longest pass was also Darnell Mooney on that corner route for 68 yards. Blocking, Nate Davis, Tevin Jenkins, and Braxton Jones all had 2 pancakes, while Nate Davis, Darnell Wright, Mercedes Lewis, and Braxton Jones all let up a sack. Defensive, Jaquan Brisker had 11 tackles. Rasheem Green had 1 tackle for loss and 1 sack. Jaylon Johnson had that last-second interception, which sealed the game. And there was no fumbles and no defensive touchdowns that I'm aware of, that I remember at least. So kicking, Cairo Santos went 3 for 3 on field goals with a long of 53 and 3 for 3 on PATs. Punting, Trenton Gill had 3 punts for 137 yards, averaging 45.6 yards per punt. And net punting yards of 117 and net yards per punt 39 with a long of 48. Kick return was Treston Ebner, had 6 kick returns for 114 yards, averaging 19 yards per return with a long of 23. Punt return, Khalil Herbert had 1 punt return for 6 yards, averaging 6 yards with a long of 6 yards. Whole lot of 6s. And we move on to the Saints. So Derek Carr went 31 of 53 for 425 passing yards, 58% completion percentage with 3 touchdowns and 1 interception with a long of 45 and a passer rating of 95.2. Rushing, Alvin Kamara had 18 attempts for 107 yards, 5.9 yards per carry, no touchdowns, no fumbles, and a long of 19 yards. Receiving, Traquan Smith and Chris Olave both had 7 receptions, but Chris Olave had 171 reception yards. So I'm assuming wasn't he second place in Offensive Rookie of the Year last year? Behind Garrett Wilson? I think he was. Anyways, he averaged 24.4 yards per reception. Juwan Johnson had 2 touchdowns. And the longest reception was Chris Olave with 45. Blocking, Andres Pete and Cesar Ruiz both had 1 pancake, and Andres Pete let up 1 sack. Defensive, Demario Davis had 17 tackles, with Cameron Jordan having 4 tackles for losses and having 2 sacks as well. No interceptions, no fumbles. So kicking, Will Lutz went 3 for 3 on field goals with a long of 56 and 3 for 3 on PATs. Punting, Blake Gillikin had 3 punts for 93 yards, averaging 31 yards per punt, net punting yards of 87, and a long of 45. Kick return, Rashid Shaheed had 6 kick returns for 143 yards, averaging 23.8 yards per return, and a long of 32. Punt return, there was no punt return. And that'll do it from Chicago. The Bears beating the New Orleans Saints 38-30. And if I'm not mistaken, the Bears will be playing at home against the Giants. No, they'll be playing at home against... I don't think they're playing at home, actually. Because it'll be Giants at 49ers and Bears at Cowboys. But, so next video I will show the playoff bracket, injury reports, all that. Just to show you where they're at. And that'll do it for this video. This ends the wildcard round. The next video will be the divisional round. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.